Similar to an HTML document, a table in HTML can be split into header, body, and footer. So we use these three elements, the T-head, T-body, and T-foot, to specify parts of a table. It is very useful to define parts of a table as headers, body, and footer because once browsers were able to identify which cells are header and footer, the body can be allowed to scroll independently of header and footer, catering to a good table viewing experience in small screens. So this is one such example. So here's an example of a scrollable table body implementation. So apart from this, these elements can also be targeted by CSS to style header, body, and footer rows individually. The T-head element represents the block of codes rows. The T-head element represents the block of rows that consist of the column labels or headers for the parent table element. So as we learned in the previous sections, header cells are specified using the TH element as a child of the TR or table row element. So specifications of rows within a T-head element define them to be header rows. So here's an example. So following the T-head, subsequent rows are considered body rows in a table. So best practice is to encode them using a T-body element. So the T-body element encapsulates a set of table rows, indicating that they comprise the body of the table. So here's an example. Regular cells are specified using the TD elements as a children of TR elements. So take note that you can create multiple sections within a table by using multiple T-body elements. And the T-foot element, so the footer is the last table part to be specified. So rows within T-foot are defined to be footer rows for the table. So here's an example of how you can use the T-foot element. Putting it all together, let's see example 9. So in this example, you can see that we use the table element to create this table, and for each individual part. So first is that we use the T-head element for the header, and here we again. So in this example, we use the table element to create a table, and within the table element, we use the T-head element to create this header with a with font color black, and also to create rows within the header, we use the TR element and the TH element for the name of each header of the column. And then for the table body, we use the T-body element, and this corresponds to this part of the table. Here we have three table rows, and we use the TR element for that. And to enter data in each rows, we use the TD element. And then for the footer, we use the tfoot element. And here we use the TR table row element to create this row. And to enter data, we use the TD element.